Hello, hello, long time no see. I've come back with a new project. It has been a hot second, I gotta say. But I have a new project that we've started. Oh well, oh my goodness, Esume! Ah, oh yeah, this is right up. This particular project is right up your alley, Sume. There are still some logistical problems because I, I'm used to working at the other end, like down down that way. So I had to move all of my cameras. I had to move the microphone. I had to readjust everything. Ugh. But so, oops. So this project where Buffalo Woman was 206,000 stitches. Divine Instinct is 286,000 stitches. So I have an extra 80,000. Uh, well, it's 10 a.m. where I am, so oh my goodness. But for the foreseeable future, this is gonna be just this one color that I'm working on here. Oh my goodness. Yeah. So we got this vast emptiness of what will be. Mm. So how what? Let's see. That's 3 hours less. So you must be on the west coast. If you're in, well, if I mean if you're in the states, you're on the west coast. Other than that, I'm not smart enough. Or I should further specify the North American continent. Ta 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 ta. It's been a while since I've had to put on my media face. Why are we shaking the house? Oh. Yeah, so we have a woodpecker that is attacking the house, and it's very inconvenient. Mm. And my microphone has decided that I'm quiet today, so I apologize for that. Ah, okay. Let's see. Let's see if I can get it to work. La. Well, would figure my first day back. Ah. off stream for a month because everything wonks up. Mm. I'm not sure which microphone is catching this. It's one of my razors. I apologize. My condenser microphone soundboard got caught, and when I went to catch it, I yoinked it a little too hard, and the charging port got disconnected. So, I apologize. The Keo is going to catch more background noise. So I might have to, well, I know I'm going to have to do certain things like that. But there, I at least have some temporary sound going on until I can, get a new soundboard, which, no big deal. There. Yeah, oops, things happen, and I'll get it fixed. It's no big deal. So I've missed you guys, but I've also been ridiculously busy. So it's all okay. Let's see what we got going on here. I need to have a table on this side of me because I was working over that way. So I had a table next to me, but now I don't, and it's very inconvenient. And you would think I have a lot of tables, and you would think I would have one, but I don't. So, meh. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I mean, I don't have a lack of microphones. Each one of my nice cameras has a microphone. A couple of my bad cameras have microphones. It's so frustrating. I might even have a condenser port on my computer. I'm thinking about it. My brain's processing. I might, but that's for later on. So where did it go? We will be looking at the Beauteous Color 969 or 939 for the foreseeable future. It's because both the cameras are right in my face. My OBS doesn't tell me which one it is. Both the razors have all the same information, so the computer gets very confused when I use both of them. So see, I'm seeing a lot of background noise on my end, so I hope that there's not too much. I'm kind of wondering what it is. Because, yeah, I can see where... That is kind of weird. I wonder what it's picking up. Just the white noise in the room, I guess. Kind of looks like it's picking up the Pandora as well. But I have that muted. And this particular microphone is not filtered enough to take out husband creatures yawning downstairs. Oh yes, and for the Americans, happy Labor Day. For everybody else, happy Monday. So Saturday is my very first market of the fall sprint, I'm gonna call it. It's supposed to rain, and I have a tent with walls and a floor, so okay. I don't know what places are what holidays are international because there's so many weird ones. I try to be worldly about our holidays. So weird not having any background music. Yes, for a wide variety of people. Kids go back to school tomorrow. Some kids have already gone back to school. I know that UMaine's classes start tomorrow. Oh. Oh. I see that my camera has drooped a little bit and that we're not seeing any of the stitches that I was doing. Not that they're horribly exciting right now. This is the beauty and the most wonderful and the most boring part of starting any project, is the beginning. I mean, even Captain Penis right now is not very exciting because you can't tell what he is. Okay, so actually that reminds me that I do need to update everybody. So this week I will be on today, tomorrow, and Friday. I've altered my schedule, so I'm doing Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Monday, Tuesday will be Divine Instinct, and Thursday, Friday will be Captain Penis because we want to go into the weekend on a high note. But the next couple of weeks are wonky due to appointments and meetings that I have, so it's going to be a little weird for the first couple weeks, but then it should even out. But yeah, that's how it's going to Oh my goodness. Everybody's growing up. Let's see, I'll turn my music up just a smidge. And I'm really, this microphone thing is really just driving me bananas. Is it maybe both of them that are connecting? I don't know. One of the places that I'm doing several markets with this season, they have a drop-in. Essentially, they have a drop-in program where you pay $25 and you sit at your table for a day and try to sell your stuff. Like it's a drop-in craft fair. So I think during the holiday season, I'm gonna try to utilize that here and there. But November is just November. It's just barely September, and I'm looking at November going, I am crazy. But I'm hoping that it puts my name in a few more people's mouths so I can start maybe looking into getting someone who wants to at least for my Ada cloth. Like I've been sending out information to local stores to set up meetings and whatnot, and yeah. And that's another thing. That's another thing that I did while I was off air. Is, let's see if it's in frame. It should be in frame. So I rearranged the craft area a little bit to if my brain would work, to be a little bit just more organized. And in doing that, I let's see if I can actually get it to work. Is it on? Maybe? In my background? I don't know. Let's see. Oh, nope, it's not on yet. There we go. I don't know if we can see it. Nope. Well, that can go away right now. We don't need that one. I love how you guys can see my window. Okay, there we go. It's in the background there. Like. It is like the best thing ever. Let me. But yeah, that's my fun background. Yeah, I could see that dragon. Like, and let's all be fair. Like, it can be 60 one day and like 50 billion thousand degrees the next day, so we don't really know what the hottest day of the year is gonna be. Ooh, Jules, getting it to the inside. Are you sure you're tall enough for that? Do you need a step stool? Do you need a tall person? You sound like me. I have a chair. It's all I need. Because while I am taller, I'm taller than several of my wonderful ladies who hang out here with me. I'm not that much taller. I have short arms. Like, my torso might be taller, but my arms do not compensate for that. It doesn't balance out. Like, I have tiny T-Rex arms. Where I could reach stuff, but it really is. I feel it. I feel it in my soul. So when I was writing out the page because much like Buffalo and both Divine and Call Dance, I have a page where I write out the colors that are really massive and really good to do on stream. I have the colors that are kind of in the middle, but and then I have the colors that are like 3 stitches and we're done that color. So with the first page of Divine here, there's like 3. There are like 3 colors that are really big and really good for stream. And like most of the other colors on this page are just for, they're like 5 stitches and we're done. So but what I'm working on now is it's the first 2 columns. Like that's how I'm gonna go on this page, is I'm gonna do 2 columns at a time. And we haven't even hit the bottom of the first 10. I remember I was in high school and my parents were cleaning out their backyard, and my parents have a glacial stone deposit in their backyard. So clearing it out was mostly moving a whole bunch of rocks. So my parents, over the course of the summer, had my sister and I, so translate that into me, moving buckets of rock from one spot to another. And one day, for whatever reason, they didn't think that I moved enough rocks, because I got stuck on a big one and I couldn't move any more rocks for where they cleared. And it was a rock about the size of me, maybe bigger. It was a big rock. It was movable by humans, but it wasn't suggested that you move it alone. So I just stopped for the day. I moved a couple buckets, like I'd done a little bit of work, but that wasn't enough. And then they got angry. I got angry, and I went out and I moved the very large for me rock. And yeah, I felt it the day after, but I made a point. So I know small person determination. And then they actually, because they didn't believe that the rock that I said, hey, it was in the way, I need help moving it. They didn't believe that it was actually that big, because I apparently, as a teenager growing up, was a huge ass liar, which doesn't really track in my brain, but who knows? It was 20 years ago. Almost 30. I don't want to talk about it. So they never actually went and saw the size of the rock until I stormed outside and I moved it. But yeah, I understand the angry determination. I need to make sure that this color is on a swath that I can just pop up, and I'm going to make sure it's something sarcastic that says 939 for days, because this color has over half of the 286,000 stitches on this cross stitch. Over half of them are this color. And something glacial deposit stone is not like just gravel. Like for a glacier, gravel is like nothing. Glacial deposit stone is like bowling ball size and up. So I mean, I was moving a good sized rock. Oh, and I was free labor for that's how I was raised. I was in existence for free labor. My mother more than once said that's the reason you have kids, is to get free labor. So, and part of me thinks she was joking, but the other half of me, looking at my chore list and then dealing with the aftermath of my chore list, definitely says otherwise. But I also was responsible for my chore list and my sister's chore list. So that's more where the bitter comes from, is I was held to a higher standard than my sister. And then when I was old enough to point it out, I got the, well, no you didn't. No we didn't. Because remember, everybody, the axe forgets what the tree remembers, or something like that. But it's been a month. So, well, yeah. Oh. La 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 la. I like where I've been able to move my chair, because I have a little bit more flex room. But it's still, I still should have done a few more tests. Ooh, excuse me. So this week I have lifeguarding on Wednesday and Thursday. I also have a job interview on Wednesday. Wednesday's going to be a long day for me. I have a job interview, and then I have lifeguarding, and then I have work. So it's definitely going to be a day. Let's see. I'm gonna experiment, because I'm okay. I'm gonna give some dead air time. I'm watching my microphone meter, so I'm gonna go silent. And could you guys tell me if you're hearing anything, and if so, what? Because I muted the music too. I muted the music as well, and I'm watching my mic bar, and it's bouncing to the same level of the music. So I suspect that with my Keo, that it is picking up and broadcasting the music in addition to being a microphone. So if you guys are hearing music in my silence, I need to dig out that problem. Oh, you do not need to hear me across the street. Okay. Okay. Yeah, the humming is essentially that's the zero noise, but I don't like that. I need to figure out if my computer's cool enough to handle a condenser mic. But music's coming back. Woo! Using the webcam microphone is the answer to a situation. So I don't like it, but I've been thinking about upgrading my soundboard anyway. So blessing in disguise. But I didn't want it to happen on the I didn't want it to happen on the first day that I came back. And yes, oh my goodness, if I could get a microphone that could catch, like, when I'm sitting in silence, just the rhythmic sound of the string going through the fabric, it's actually very, very calming. I'm almost down to the bottom of the first 10 rows. Well, oh. I haven't had that. I haven't done that in a very long time. I can't say that I've never done that. I have stuck my thumb with my needles. It has just been a very long time. The best thing about at least the first row is I have the smaller rack going on. Nice. My goal for this week is to get 10 of the rainbow DNA cross stitch patterns kitted up so that when I go to my market on Saturday I can actually sell kits. I think that I think I'm gonna get a few of them kitted up and ready to go, but I'm gonna aim for 5 of the rainbow ones first, and then we'll go from there. But I'm super pleased. I got all of my stuff organized and packed and ready to go out, and I'm using some of my smaller I have more of them, but they're smaller containers so that I can better play Tetris in the Prius. I can play better Tetris, woo! But sometimes that's what you need to do, is I have a couple of bigger things that if I had more opportunity to rearrange stuff, it's easier to pack the car. Okay, time for a new piece of string. Today I'm whipping out a piece of fabric I put in the other day, well, about a week ago actually, so I can have it drying and so I can do some stencil art on it. Let's see. Tomorrow's Tuesday. I'll be here Tuesday, and I have the day off. I haven't quite decided on which day is going to be my long day. Mostly, and I'm going to be completely honest about this, mostly because I don't currently have any projects that I'm even relatively close to finishing. Not even a smidge. You guys get to join me on both Call Dance and Divine. You guys are going to be here from start to finish, I hope. And yeah, it's there's going to be a progress, and I know I'll get more viewers when I get to a certain aspect of Call Dance. But that's still a little bit of time away. But the reason I parceled it out to have Wednesday as my swap day is I can have one downstairs, because I feel awful being up in my craft room away from, because I shoo everybody out of my craft room. You can ask Husband Creature. I get kind of uppity when when I'm in my craft room, and so is everybody else. So I like having at least one project downstairs that I can just sit and be with everybody and work on. I have a commission piece that I should probably have going downstairs right now, which actually that's not a bad idea. I'll probably set that up today, because it's smaller and I need to get it done. Someone's paying me to do it, you know. It's good to get those paid ones out of the way. But yeah, the colors, the big ones are going to take a while. It's always hard to show them off in Work in Progress Wednesday, because you're looking at like a square of color, and everybody's like, oh, that's so nice. And I'm like, you're just saying that. You don't even know what it's going to be. So that's going to be my life for the next few months. And even after that. I'm still torn about how to show off Call Dance. I do like how I have his opener. Is the smiley face over. I gotta thank Mama for the smiley face idea. And I think that's how he's gonna be displayed, is with the smiley face. It's gonna be funny because like right now I started off the day with 41 stitches. We are up to, I haven't hit enter yet, but we're up to not much more than 41. Oh. Okay, the line we are going in on is the last line of the first 10. So we have, this is 10 lines down. Ooh. So, if you ever are looking for brain trash and you like pop culture, I suggest the Ms. Mojo series of channels. They're interesting, and they're poppy enough that you don't lose interest. And I was watching before I loaded up stream today the top 30 worst sitcoms of all time, and number one was just wow, was it was something about something to do with Hitler, and it had been made into a sitcom, and that was something. There's a cardinal outside my window singing the song of his people. I got a new bird feeder, and so far it seems to be working. It's a tube bird feeder, but it has like a wire cage around it, so squirrels really can't fit in, and if they can, they have to be like doing kung fu squirrel moves. And actually, talking about the outside and hearing the dogs reminded me. So Kira's been peeing on the floor. Kira's the little dog that no one ever sees because she hates us all. So little dog, she's been intentionally peeing and pooping on the floor because who knows? We've tried everything from shaming her to rubbing her nose in it to praising her. When we've tried the entire spectrum of training aspects, and not one of them has worked. So I had a brilliant idea on Saturday night. We got her diapers. Now, you would think that if she was truly having incontinence issues, she would have a wet diaper. And this is how we know it's behavioral, is because I take the diaper off at night when we lock her in her kennel because she's a destructive bitch and does all kinds of awful things if we leave her out. And when I took her diaper off for the night, bone dry. And mind you, this dog has peed in the house 5, 6 plus times in the span of like 2 hours every other time before this. So I was like, oh hey, she's incontinent, we'll just get her diapers, no big deal. Bone dry. So that's how we know it's behavioral, and she hates us now. We have ruined her life, and and we it's been a whole day and we haven't had to clean up any dog pee because she can't pee on the floor. But we also have gotten her supplements for her urinary tract in case. But yeah, she went from actively peeing on the floor to I hate you all, die in a car fire, because we put a diaper on her. Which is hilarious, by the way. That's the most humane way we can solve this dog's problems. I mean, I even tried curing cancer when she went pee outside, kind of thing. Like, we tried all of it. And we have completed the first 10 lines. Oh my goodness, there. I'm gonna hit the check mark. Woo! That jumped us up. Okay. It's always hard. The foundation stitches are always hard. We're working on the block color. Oh, and I'm in the next couple days, I'm going to be making an announcement in Discord, but I did in fact have some family members ask, and I did get my price for framing White Buffalo Woman, and I'm going to put it out there. If people want to chip in, awesome. If not, I'm going to get her framed one way or the other. But some family members asked, so I figured, hey, why not? So the cost to frame Buffalo Woman is $478, but that includes museum glass and all taxes and fees and whatnot. And I wish I could say I was surprised, but at the same time, geesh. So there'll be a little blurb going out into Discord. Yeah. But and I picked a relatively conservative frame, I guess would be the best way. I mean, it's kind of flashy and pretty, and it brings out the beauty of Buffalo Woman, but it is by far not the biggest, clunkiest, most look at me frame that there is. But I'm waiting for a call from the frame shop right now, because I have a 6-week wait time, and I need her for faster than 6 weeks, so we'll see. Yeah, it's a little pricey. But framing is also a dying art. I'm learning how, and I don't mind framing things that have taken me maybe a couple weeks, couple of months, but I want the things that have taken me a few years to be done well. So I'm willing to pay. The willingness to pay is there. And Husband Creature said he'd pay for the framing, but at that price point, if other people want to help, he's not going to look a gift horse in the mouth, and neither am I. And I have family members who offered to pay or offered to help pay, because they've been around long enough. They know how much my things cost. But I'm just tossing it out there, like it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen no matter what. Oh. My body's pulling out of I had a massive crash this morning. I spent the better part of a couple hours in the 40s and 50s for my sugar level, and I couldn't get it up, so giggity. So I'm recovering from that. Once I get down to 18 lines, that'll be a whole inch. I can hear the renovation people behind me. Notice that they get more busy as it gets more wintry. Okay, I did finish that. Like, did I actually close that aisle out? Yeah, I did. Okay. Now I get to count a little bit. The boundaries are always the most boring part, but they set everything up. Come across like 2 or 3 cross stitchers on TikTok that do live stitching, and I mean, if I pandered more, I could get that 1,000 followers I need, but nah, I think it's ridiculous that you need to have, like, I don't, like, for like affiliation and whatnot, I don't mind having like a base minimum, but for, hey, I just want to stream live on your platform, I don't think it's fair to have a baseline. How many and where? What? Actually, and thinking about TikTok, I was thinking about TikTok and Facebook because this is how my brain works. I came across a Facebook post about someone just being mundane and being like, hey, I do this thing. Who else does this thing? And then an edit from that on that very same post going, why are all of you being like the unnecessary comments are ridiculous. Like, I think this person said, I like bananas. And then there are people who are like, well, bananas suck. Why do you like bananas? Bananas are racist, or something like that. And it wasn't about bananas. It was completely about something else. Bananas are racist. That should... from the mind of Ra. But that got me to thinking. It's like one of my very first TikTok videos, I misspoke / misheard and thought that I could go live after getting 100 likes and not 1,000 followers. And the level of rude comments that I got from that one misspeaking incident. And it wasn't even an important one. It was, I got a number wrong. It was affecting me, not anybody else. And the number of comments that were essentially like, it's 1,000 followers, idiot, or something like that. And just the number of people that are so quick to be like, you're stupid, you said something wrong, and it's like, well, yep, chances are I'll do it again too. um uh, but it's and it's something that I also am guilty of and need to work on better is accepting and knowing that both myself and others might not know that they're making a mistake or might not care, or and at least in the things like, oh hey, I like bananas, like for that, if someone goes, oh hey, I like rutabaga, and I don't like rutabaga, I don't be like, oh hey, it's gross, yuck, you're gross for liking it. Like I have definitely learned to be like, oh okay, and move on with my merry life. And more people need to, unless it comes to like human rights, the autonomy and stuff like that, like what food you like and what food you don't like, that is of no difference to me. I don't care. Live your life. If it's not hurting me or anybody else, do it. You get bananas are racist, or people being instantly judgy because you made a mistake. And I know that I need to get better about it. I accept that, and I am trying to get better about it. But I think one of the ways I get better about it is bringing it both to light for myself, saying the quiet parts out loud, and directing attention towards, hey, we all need to get better at this. We're all guilty of it, and that's okay. But we need to work towards getting better about it. Let's see. I need to count, and I can't. 5. But one thing that in my life that I'm working hard at is recognizing that it is not pie. Just because someone else gets something doesn't mean that you can't have that same thing. Or things being mutually exclusive. That's another big one, is both things can be true. We can be on the path to a better future, and at the same time, life can still suck. Ugh. Oh my goodness. Ugh. Got the yawns. I'm gonna work my way back up into streaming, getting the routine back down again. It's what happens when you take a month off to do things. Oh my goodness. Ugh. I definitely need to get like a TV tray that I can have over here. I also need to clean up over. You guys can't see it, but over here is a hot mess. So I know why I don't have a table over there right now, but I'm gonna need to change it. Whew, whew. We have broken the 200 stitches mark. I know. At this point in time, it's like, it's a big deal. I swear it's a big deal. Okay, so 1, 2. Where are my scissors? Where are my scissors at, yo? I have like 50 billion pair. Doopy-doo. I have 30 something skeins of 939 because that's how many it's gonna take to get this all done. Oh my goodness. I might peace out a smidge early today just because I'm not used to streaming. I'm not used to streaming. My stuff broke. And I'm just a little tired. So ease my way back into it, especially since this week is wonky anyway. I'll definitely be back tomorrow. I'm gonna finish this line up and I'll give you the stats of today. Once I get done this. Okay, let's see. Okay, so in finishing this row, We went from 41 stitches to 251 stitches. So we did 210 stitches today. That's exactly what it says we did. We went from 0.01 to 0.09. We are almost at 0.1%. Woo! Whew. I will be back tomorrow. I'm trying to ease my way back into this because I was off for a month, so my routine has been messed up. I will be trying to fix my microphone or get it so something is working or whatnot, but until then, you'll have to deal with my weird setup. I will be lurking, but I'm going to piece off the video scene for today. But see, look, oh, it's all done. Woo. Well, all done. Oh, I got a square. Oh, but I will see everybody tomorrow, and the dogs are crying for whatever reason, so we're gonna go investigate that. But thank you all for the gift of your time, and I will see everybody tomorrow. And drink your water, take your meds. I might need to get some water. That might be part of my problem. And be kind to yourself. If you have the spoons, be kind to others. And yeah, it's been a hot second, and I've missed you all. And I'm sorry that I don't have enough spoons to continue on for the next 45 minutes. But I will see y'all tomorrow.